Today we're doing another cooking show, and make sure you have an adult help for this one, because you might burn yourself in this one. So make sure you have an adult help.
So first, you wipe the inside of the pan
with the butter, with a stick of butter,
so it doesn't stick. You're wiping all the surfaces.
It's even melting the butter. While I'm doing this, I'm just gonna talk to you about some stuff, because I might just try to get it a nice and thick layer so it doesn't stick to any parts. So I'm better at Minecraft on PC with a controller than I am on mobile, so I'm probably gonna get the full version on PC, because right now I only have the small version, which you can't do as much. And it says I can only play, last time I checked, it said I could only play it for like 90 more minutes. So I didn't do it a lot. So I'll just have to get that. Well, I got some butter in my fingernail.
Okay, now.
Because I got it nice and thick, but I'm going to get some parts.
That looks pretty good.
Yep.
Now
you have to get it really
thick.
thick.
Unwrap the whole stick of butter and put it in there to melt.
Yep, so now you're going to unwrap the whole stick of butter that already got melted some. And then you're going to melt the whole thing after that. I'm probably going to wash my hands again for the second time. I did it once before this video. Because you know, before you cook something, you should probably wash your hands. So I'll just wash my hands again, just get it clean. If you don't get your hands too dirty, you don't have to wash your hands for the second time. But make sure you wash your hands at least once before you start. Make sure you're safe to make it. It's safer to make it. Still isn't too safe because you could burn yourself if you don't have adult help. So if your parents aren't watching this right now, it's okay. You can just ask them if they could help you make this. So you're also going to have to ask them so you can make it if they don't know what you're making. So they should watch this with you so they know how to make it.
Now you put in half a cup of milk.
Yep. And the butter's, well, it's really full, so I spilled some. So try not to spill some like I did. It was just really, really full. It was like kind of up to the edges.
Okay, stir that butter around.
And the butter's really melted now. It's really melted.
We put in 2 cups of sugar.
Yeah, we're putting in a lot. You need to put in a lot of sugar to make the recipe how you're supposed to make it. Gotta mix it so it isn't so thick.
Well, that used up almost all our sugar.
Good thing, do we even have any brown sugar?
Yeah.
Anymore? We still have brown sugar?
Mm-hmm.
And it's getting kind of thick. You should probably notice that it's getting thick if you added the 2 cups of sugar. But if you didn't, you should probably pause the video before we go on so you can keep up with how we're making it.
And now 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder.
Yep. And now it's turning kind of brown. And and it's not fully mixed in, so it's just covering the yellow part. Probably gonna get more brown once I mix it all the way in. Yep, the yellow is turning kind of brown.
And 3 tablespoons of
Peanut butter.
Well, that jar's empty, so we have to open a new jar.
Yep, because there is one that was pretty empty. So I just chopped it up a bit with this spoon. We just kind of made it thinner from the top.
Yeah, keep stirring it because it's gonna
And then
melt.
because first you just like push it some so it isn't such a big chunk, and then you start mixing it once it's pretty smooth. But don't touch it to make sure it's smooth because you might burn yourself. Just if it looks smooth enough, you can start mixing. Don't touch it to see if it's smooth. That's kind of dangerous because it's in the pan when you start doing that.
Alright, there's the rest of our peanut butter.
Okay, that's a lot of... Well, there's still a lot of that peanut butter. The rest of one jar of peanut butter. Tried to get it off the sides of the pan. Peanut butter got on the sides of the pan, so...
You gonna lick the peanut butter knife?
Nah.
Alright. How are things looking?
Pretty dark.
That's the chocolate.
Yep. So you should probably be noticing if you're mixing it with like 2 fingers like this, you're probably noticing that it's getting kind of thick if you use it like this. But if you use it like this, you're probably harder to notice. If you're doing it with your full hand on it. And I can barely see the butter. I can just see like the cocoa powder. I can't see it.
Oh good, the butter melted?
No, I can't see the peanut butter.
Oh.
And I can't see the butter.
That's all mixed in. So now we stir it until it starts to boil.
Yep. So to keep you guys entertained, I'll just talk about other stuff while we're mixing it. So my left hand's not doing anything and my right hand's really tired. I'm gonna mix with my right hand.
Should be getting warm soon.
So I don't have the full version on PC because it's really expensive on PC, but I'm better at it on PC because I can plug in a controller. And I found out how to change your view with the controller. You just press the up arrow. That's how you can change your view so you can like get out of first person. You can't do that when you have it on mobile. Or I don't know a way to do that. It probably is impossible. It's really thin right now.
Is it boiling yet?
Nope.
To kind of stop and see.
No bubbles.
Soon. You can talk more about Minecraft.
Yeah. And you can't use creative if you don't get the full version on PC. But it's really expensive on PC. It's more expensive than on mobile. I think I know why it's more expensive now. Because you can actually change your view so you get out of first person. So I'm probably gonna get a bunch of different games on there. Super Hot Mind Control Elite, Hello Neighbor, and get the full version of Minecraft on PC because I have it on my tablet, which is back there. in the other room, in my living room, and I've only done one Minecraft video, and it was on my tablet because I never knew about it, or I never done it on PC.
All right, let's see. Stop for a second. Oh, look.
Oh,
Hold on.
there's a little bubble coming up in it now.
So
If
once
you're keeping
it's-
up with that, if you're keeping up with us, it should probably be boiling by sometime close to now.
So now we have
So
to let
if it-
it boil for 1.5 minutes without stirring it.
Yeah.
But we'll start the timer once it gets to a good boil.
Now it looks pretty gross.
Mhm.
Since it's bubbling now, it looks even grosser. Before it didn't look that gross, but now it's looking really gross because it's bubbling. So a minute and a half is how long you're going to wait for it.
How much time do we have left?
80 seconds. But you just need to set the timer for it. So that's how much we have, but you should use your own timer if you didn't start it at the right time, and don't stir it. And it's kind of gross. Looks really.
So it's boiling and all that sugar's melting. So the sugar melts and becomes like a liquid.
It looks like that stuff that you use to make a wither, and I forgot what it is. It's that brown stuff. It's that brown
But the way these
stuff.
cookies work, because they're no bake, so you don't have to bake them. But then how do they go from being melty to being a cookie?
They just like cool off.
They cool off and then the sugar cools off, and the sugar that's all liquidy now cools off and hardens, and then it makes a cookie.
Yeah. So 13 seconds on our timer. So if it's more than 13 seconds or less on your timer, then you should probably just do it how long. Our timer's over, but if your timer isn't, then don't start stirring because ours ended, but if yours didn't, then that's fine. Just
Then we turn off the heat, and we're gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla.
Vanilla makes it.
Here, now stir that up.
It sounds kind of weird when that happens. It sounds like
Yeah.
it's getting sucked up.
Okay, now we mix in our oats. 3 cups of oats. 1.
One.
Mix it up. We should have done half this recipe. We're gonna have so many cookies.
Yeah. 2. 3. And if you don't have enough for the full recipe, you should probably do the half recipe.
We definitely should have done a half recipe. We are gonna have a lot of cookies.
This is really thick now that we put it in the oats. And it smells good because of the vanilla. And now it isn't bubbling because the heat's off and because there's the oats in it. So now it isn't as gross because there's... I'm probably going to use my full hand for this.
Here you go. Is your arm getting tired? You want me to do a little?
Yeah. Do-do-do, scrape, scrape, do-do-do, scrape,
Because
scrape.
so you want the oats completely covered with chocolate.
Scrape, scrape. Scrape, scrape. So it's kind of like chocolate flakes that is made with oats.
Mm-hmm. So now that they're all covered, we drop them, make little cookies on here.
Yeah. This video is getting pretty long, so it might take us a long time to post it. So if you were wondering from the last video and not seeing the next video come out, probably because it's taking us a while to post this one.
Yeah.
So don't place the cookies on the table. We're placing it on a cookie mat thing. And I don't know what it's called, a cookie mat thing.
It's just a silicone baking sheet so they don't stick to it.
Yep. Just like the butter was made for the pan.
Who should we give these cookies to?
Daddy, me. Daddy and me.
Oh, you two are going to eat all these cookies?
Probably it might take us a while. It take us like 2 or 3 days. Or a week. Or 5 or 6. And then it runs into a week, because a week's 7 days. Full week. So next video, we're gonna taste them when it's done cooking. How long do you cook it? Or how long do you cool it off for? Just like until it's,
Just until they're hard.
Yeah. So let it cool off until it's hard. And don't use your hands to do it, because you might get some germs on it. So use like a spoon or something. Don't press it too hard. Just press it softly, but not too softly, so you don't squish it. That's why you need to press it kind of softly, but not too softly, so you can actually feel how it is, if it's ready or not. So you should probably use a spoon to see if it's ready or not.
This used to be my favorite cookie. I used to make this a lot.
Like once every 3 weeks, because it isn't that healthy.
Yeah.
So don't make this too much, even if you really like it, because it has a lot of sugar. So don't have it too much. Maybe like one batch of them every 3 weeks, probably. One full batch of them.
Yeah.
Every 3 weeks.
All right, let's count. How many did that make?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We made 22. If you guys made more, then it's fine. But whatever you want, how much you want to call a batch, then have it every 3 weeks. Bye.